Bearing the name Evening Cloud, Yūgumo casts a terrifying shadow over its enemies. It represents the pinnacle of Japanese destroyer design, a predator born to dominate the night with the legendary long lance torpedoes. Yet, ironically, Yūgumo was a perfect masterpiece for a war that had become outdated. As air power and radar took center stage, its greatest weapon became its fatal flaw. Let's explore the fate of the Evening Cloud. As the Pacific War grew increasingly intense, the demand for versatile and powerful destroyers became more urgent than ever. This led to the birth of the Yūgumo class, which boasted significant improvements over previous generations, particularly in radar systems and anti-submarine capabilities. The development of Yūgumo, from its initial design to its launch on March 16, 1941, and its official commissioning on December 5, 1941, stands as a testament to Japan's relentless efforts to maintain naval strength in response to the escalating challenges of the war. Let's explore the chapters of history that this Evening Cloud wrote across the Pacific. The destroyer Yūgumo, the lead ship and namesake of the Yūgumo class destroyers, embodies a balance between maneuverability and firepower. The ship's overall dimensions include a total length of 119.17 meters, a maximum beam of 10.82 meters, and a draft, the distance from the keel to the waterline, of 3.76 meters. These specifications enable Yūgumo to operate effectively in different maritime environments, from deep offshore waters to coastal regions. In terms of weight, Yūgumo's standard displacement is 2,077 tons, representing the ship's weight without fuel, fresh water, ammunition, or other supplies. When fully loaded with fuel, ammunition, and necessary combat supplies, its full load displacement increases to 2,529 tons. The difference between these figures highlights Yūgumo's significant carrying capacity, allowing it to undertake extended missions without frequent resupply. Yūgumo's propulsion system consists of 3 Kampen boilers, which supply high-pressure steam to 2 Kampen steam turbines. These turbines drive 2 propeller shafts, generating the thrust needed for movement. The propulsion system produces a total power output of 52,000 horsepower, equivalent to 39,000 kilowatts, enabling Yūgumo to reach a maximum speed of 35.5 knots, approximately 65.7 kilometers an hour. At a cruising speed of 18 knots, Yūgumo boasts an operational range of 5,000 nautical miles, approximately 5,300 kilometers, allowing it to patrol and operate across vast areas. For armament, Yūgumo is equipped with 6 127mm 50 Type 3 guns, arranged in 3 twin turrets. These versatile guns can engage both sea and air targets. For close-range anti-aircraft defense, Yūgumo carries 4 25mm Type 96 guns in 2 twin mounts, with additional units added later. The ship is also fitted with several 13.2mm machine guns for very close-range anti-aircraft defense. Yūgumo's most formidable weapon system is its 8 610mm torpedo tubes, arranged in 2 quadruple mounts. These deploy the Type 93 long lance torpedoes, renowned for their long range and devastating destructive power. Additionally, Yūgumo can carry 36 depth charges for anti-submarine warfare, with the capacity to increase this number based on mission requirements. The ship's crew of 228 personnel ensures the efficient operation and maintenance of all onboard systems. Yūgumo experienced a short but intensely dynamic and ferocious combat career amidst the Pacific War. Launched on March 16, 1941, it was swiftly commissioned into the fleet and began participating in campaigns across the vast Pacific. Commissioned on December 5, 1941, just before the outbreak of the Pacific War, the destroyer Yūgumo had a brief but fiercely active combat career, lasting less than 2 years. From the outset, it was deployed to the most intense battlefronts. In 1942, Yūgumo escorted Japan's carrier fleet in pivotal naval battles such as the Battle of Midway, the Battle of the Eastern Solomons, and the Battle of Santa Cruz. During the Santa Cruz battle, it captured a U.S. pilot from the carrier USS Enterprise. Simultaneously, it repeatedly undertook high-risk Tokyo Express transport missions in the Solomon Islands, supplying Japanese forces fighting at Guadalcanal. In 1943, Yūgumo continued with critical escort duties. In January, it escorted the carriers Zuikaku and Zuiho. In May, it was tasked with a symbolic mission, transporting the ashes of Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto back to Japan. Yūgumo's career came to an abrupt end during the Battle of Vella La Vella on the night of October 6 to 7, 1943. While evacuating Japanese troops from the island, Yūgumo engaged a U.S. destroyer force. It delivered a devastating blow, launching long lance torpedoes that sank the USS Chevalier. However, it was quickly overwhelmed by return fire from the remaining U.S. warships and sank rapidly, with most of its crew, marking the end of its tumultuous combat career. Its current fate is that of an underwater war grave, resting off the coast of the island, while all 18 of its sister ships also lie scattered across the Pacific Ocean floor, marking a 100% loss rate for the entire class. The legacy of the Yūgumo class is not one of triumph, but a tragic and profound historical lesson. They embody the dangers of a rigid military doctrine, bound to a war that was outdated from its inception. How could one of the most powerful destroyer classes ever built vanish entirely from the seas? That is the tragic paradox of the Yūgumo class. They were perfect weapons, forged for a war that never came. With their long lance torpedoes, they were terrifying night hunters. But in a world dominated by air power and radar, their superiority became their fatal flaw. Today, 19 ships rest at the bottom of the Pacific. a permanent reminder that even the most advanced weapons will fail if bound to an outdated doctrine. What do you think of this poignant legacy? Share your thoughts in the comments below.